April 4th was International Topless Jihad Day, and this event was put together by feminists in Europe and in the Middle East in order to honor Amina Tyler, who is a 19-year-old who was fighting against Islamist laws and so-called morality that, you know, doesn't allow women to live freely. So one thing that she did is she posted 2 topless photos of herself on Facebook back in March, and, you know, basically she wanted to argue that she doesn't care about anyone's morals. One of the photos featured the words, "fuck your morals." The other one said, "my body belongs to me and is not the source of anyone's honor."
Now understand, she wrote this in Arabic on her body and put naked pictures of herself with this, topless pictures of herself, at first somewhere else and then on Facebook afterwards. And of course, that caused a huge uproar.
Yes. So, you know, there were religious leaders that were saying, you know, we need to punish her to the fullest extent. Some were calling for 80 to 100 lashes. Others were calling for her to be stoned to death. So, I mean, the response from the most religious fundamentalists in Tunisia was ridiculous. But of course, that's to be expected. But activists came together, I mean, and they want to find out what happened to her, first of all, because she kind of disappeared. There is a lawyer who's representing her, and the lawyer claims that she's with her family and she's safe, and the family's trying to keep her safe. Activists and friends are saying, well, her family is actually part of the problem. We don't know if that's true. The family could just be trying to keep her safe. You know, what's happening in Europe right now, all throughout Europe, is female activists are getting together and they're protesting. And they're protesting for women's rights, so you don't have to worry about covering up. You don't have to wear the headdresses if you don't want to. You don't have to worry about being accompanied by a man if you want to go somewhere in public. You know, the simple rights that women here in the United States get to enjoy are the rights that Muslim feminists are fighting for right now in Europe.
Yeah, and look, I love this. Now, number one, the women are topless. I'm not going to argue with that. But in reality, of course, what I really like is that they're doing a bold, in-your-face campaign saying, you don't own our bodies, and we are free women and free human beings, and you're not going to get to control us. And the way that they're saying it is also interesting. Here is member Alexandra Shevenko, if I'm pronouncing that right. She says, we're free, we're naked, it's our right, it's our body, it's our rules, and nobody can use religion and some other holy things to abuse women, to oppress them. And
she also continues to say, and we'll fight against them, and our boobs will be stronger than their stones.
It's impossible not to love that quote. Our boobs will be stronger than their stones. God bless, ironically. And so women fighting together to make sure that they expand rights for every human being.
Yeah. And
I love that. And I think, look, honestly, the hijab, all those different things that cover up women, I think they're absolutely wrong. I think it's an abuse of the rights of women, and the fact that they're strong enough, brave enough to stand up in these countries where they can possibly face tremendous repercussions, and that they got each other's back. I love that. I mean,
this might be a ridiculous example, but it kind of shows you what happens in Muslim countries. Like, for instance, in Saudi Arabia, they just said that women will be allowed to ride bikes, but they could ride bikes for recreational purposes, okay? They can't ride a bike for transportation. But if you do so, you have to be accompanied by a guy. And on top of that, you have to make sure you avoid areas where guys hang out. I mean, I didn't know that there were like specific areas that guys hang out. Like, aren't guys everywhere? So isn't that going to be nearly impossible?
Can you just watch out for the places guys hang out, like the planet Earth?
Yes.
Okay, and you know, along similar themes, they posted on their Facebook, enjoyed this quote as well. This day will mark the beginning of a new genuine Arab Spring, after which true freedom, freedom without mullahs and caliphs, will come to Tunisia. Long live the topless jihad against infidels. Our tits are deadlier than your stones. Brave women, gotta love it.
And this is one of the few instances where topless protest actually makes sense.